Hey everyone, my name's Raman and I'm working on Rhetoric. Persuasive and effective communication is one of the most powerful assets that anyone can have. Let me take you back to a meeting I think about pretty often. Here I am, I worked at Lyft on the data science team, and I'm presenting at my first company all hands. This was a big moment. I was representing my team. They trusted me to sell our vision to the rest of the company. And the next day, when I watched a recording of this presentation, I saw how unnecessary filler words took away from the key points I wanted to make. During the Q&A, I started to ramble, started to speak too fast. It wasn't crisp. I want to make spoken communication my superpower, not just for big presentations on stage like this, but also one-on-ones with my direct reports, team meetings, interviews. But how was I going to do that? I'd asked my manager for feedback on presentations before, and if there was a response, it was usually toned down, not really actionable. This is systemic. The data is clear that the majority of managers are not equipped to deliver actionable feedback. I could go join a Toastmasters club, but they only meet about once a week for about an hour. Habits aren't built on 1 hour a week. I guess I could also hire a speech coach. They're about $100 an hour, so 20 hours of meeting a week, 52 weeks in a year. That's about $100,000. So feedback from managers is broken. Public speaking clubs aren't enough. And speech coaches are so expensive, they're simply out of reach. But this past year has changed things. The pandemic accelerated the shift to a completely virtual environment in which here we are, speaking into a microphone more than ever before. Now, this is incredibly interesting because for the first time, we have an unbelievable amount of quantifiable data around how we speak and how we present. We now have the opportunity to bring a real time speech coach to every single meeting. Think Grammarly for Zoom. We're building Rhetoric. Rhetoric's a companion to video applications that provides real time feedback on spoken communication. Our goal is to enable working professionals to become effective presenters and make confident speech a habit. Yvonne and I teamed up on this mission a few months ago. We worked together at Lyft and scaled up the growth team. Yvonne was a product leader, and I was a data science manager. We know how to move quickly and build simple tech solutions for complex problems. And that's exactly what we're doing here. Let me tell you a little bit about how Rhetoric works. So during an online meeting, we take your microphone input and we run it through an algorithm that analyzes the data and identifies areas for improvement. We then visualize that feedback over to the user all in real time. Check it out. These are not just aspirational wireframes. This is a working MVP that I'm actually using right now as I present. It's in the corner of my screen, giving a real-time analysis of this presentation. We're starting with a variety of features, but let me just highlight three. First, we're building on habit-forming research and helping you get rid of unnecessary filler words. We're also going to help you manage speaking pace, reminding you to speak slowly, succinctly, and clearly. We'll alert you when you start going a little bit too fast. Eventually, we're going to start analyzing your tone. How confident did you sound? How empathetic? Do you tend to upspeak? I'm so excited for what we can do here. But public speaking is actually just the starting point. If we think about the long term, in a world in which AI is always on and always around us, Rhetoric is giving you feedback from spoken communication to posture and eye contact to a collaborative meeting experience. It'll even remind you to take a mindful moment or drink a glass of water. In 10 years, Rhetoric will be in your ears, your Google Glass, your contact lenses, synthesizing immediate, unbiased feedback whenever you want it. So let's get started. We're launching as a B2C premium subscription at $99 per year, and we're targeting working professionals. In the short term, we're aiming for Rhetoric to be used by employees and remote teams ideally expensing it through learning and development budgets. So we're starting B2C, but this learning and development budget will serve as our entry point into B2B conversations. So it's a bottoms up growth model. This is also an enormous market. Our product is really for any working professional that spends time on Zoom. There are 1.5 billion knowledge workers globally. And our users' interviews make it clear that rhetoric resonates with sales forces, recruiters, marketers, customer support teams, and product teams. Our sweet spot, though, our starting point, are young associate product managers at top technology companies. Now, I realize that this is an incredibly specific audience and a massive market opportunity, but there are four main reasons. First, they're intrinsically motivated to build up their soft skill toolkit. They're product minded and willing to integrate new techniques to uplevel their performance. They spend the majority of their day in meetings and presentations. And most importantly, we can build a community around them. Think Toastmasters with tech. So we spent the past couple months heads down coding with contractors, and we're currently in a private beta with about 20 users that we hand selected to help us bug bash and stress test the product, and they're giving us amazing feedback. The feedback's directly informing our future roadmap and the features and designs we're going to create next. Looking forward, VentureCat is an absolute game changer. We're going to be able to expedite our feature set to keep up with the competition that actually raised a round of funding last month. We'll gamify the design experience and experiment with pricing. We're also going to have the runway to ease into a formal fundraising process at the end of the summer without having to rush into anything. I deeply, deeply believe that rhetoric can significantly change the career trajectory for any working professional around the world. We're building for them, and we're so excited for what's to come. Thank you.